Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This one's going to be for A Million Ways to Die in the West. So yeah, I watched this about a week ago, maybe a bit more. Um, so yeah, I rented it. So yeah, um, this movie stars Seth MacFarlane, Charlize Theron, Amanda Seyfried, Liam Neeson, Giovanni Ribisi, Neil Patrick Harris, Sarah Silverman, and Christopher Hagen. So yeah, before I begin on the actual review, though, 10-second spoiler warning. As usual, for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning, as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never gave you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So yeah, as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rates. Let's get to it. So basically, this movie is about this cowboy played by Seth MacFarlane, and he's basically trying to win the girl in the West. You know, it's a typical love story in a sense. We have this girl who's from the deep, I guess, deep in the West. I don't know. Deep in the South. I don't know. Deep in the Southwest. I guess whatever. And she's basically been trained by this gang of cowboys who are bad. That came out wrong, but you guys know what I mean. And so he's trying to win her over. And yeah, that's basically the main plot. And the reason why I say it's the main plot, it's because there's like two other subplots thrown in the mix. There's one with Sarah Silverstein and Giovanni Ribisi's, and they're trying to enhance their sex life, which was awkward. Um, and then you also have one with Neil Patrick Harris and Seth MacFarlane, and they're trying to be in a shootout, right? Yeah, it's like a shootout basically, and yeah. Um, what can I say about this movie? This movie was maybe one of the biggest disappointments of this year. I thought I was gonna come in here, or not going to the theater because I didn't watch it in theater. But when I rented it, I thought I was gonna, laugh my ass off, be funny, because this is from the same guy who did Ted in 2012, the same guy who's been doing Family Guy for like the past 10 years. I think he also works on American Dad for like the past 5 years or something. So we all know Seth MacFarlane is a pretty comedic guy, and this movie, well, just wasn't as comedic as I had hoped for. I mean, for the most part, some of the jokes were hit and miss. And one thing I really didn't like is that most of the missed jokes, most of the jokes that weren't funny were burp jokes, poop jokes, piss jokes, fart jokes, even cum jokes, jerk off jokes, sex jokes, whatever. And those sex jokes weren't that funny as a whole. I mean, there were a couple there, but not really. I mean, for the most part, the jokes were hit and miss, mostly miss in my opinion. But the funny ones, the ones that were hit, were, in my opinion, hit. Not hysterical, but I, not hysterical, because my friend watched it and he told me about it. He says the funny ones were hysterical, and I don't agree with him. I'm not saying everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I'm not saying the jokes were hysterical. They're not maybe a little less than hilarious, a bit more than funny, a little less than hilarious. So yeah, take it as you will. The characters, some of the characters were just eh. I do think that some of the characters could have been maybe developed a bit more, or just maybe taken out as a whole, because Silverstein's character and Ribisi's character, they could have been taken out because their plot was just for like almost comic relief, which is pretty ironic for a comedy movie. So yeah, Seth MacFarlane, he did an okay job. I mean, whatever. I mean, for the most part, the acting in the movie, I won't say it's mediocre, because it was actually pretty decent, but it's in between mediocre and decent. So again, take it as will. The writing, it was okay. It was good, I guess. Maybe a bit mediocre. I think they were trying to hit for that same spot as Ted did a couple years ago. Trying to hit that sweet spot that Ted hit, which was that movie was pretty great, and then this one is like not really. So yeah, and what can I say about this movie? it was good in some aspects. Some of the comedic jokes, and other aspects wasn't so good. Such as the jokes, the acting, the overall direction, the writing, the acting, and yeah, the overall direction. Some of the jokes. I mean, it did have its moments, but overall was just eh. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I give this movie a 5 out of 10. You know, it's a little less than decent, so yeah, take it as you will. That's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. So definitely do stay tuned for that. Besides that, comment down below your thoughts on the movie. Did you watch it? And if not, why not? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Comment all that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. That's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.